Dear Lady Love TV.
Billionaires Love Temptations. Tunghayan natin ang ikawalong bahagi. Bright, his name on her lips only fueled his need for her. Gusto niyang panatilihing marahan ang paghalik dito, pero hindi niya magawa. Naging mapusok at marahas ang kanyang mga halik sa dalaga. Tell me to stop now. Halos hindi niya mailabas ang mga salitang yon mula sa kanyang bibig. At sa kabila ng mga kataga, ay patuloy ang paglalakbay ng kanyang mga kamay sa katawan nito. Pumasok ang kanyang palad sa suot nitong t-shirt upang damahin ang dibdib nito. His hand covered one of her breasts and he was irritated when he found out that she was wearing a sports bra. His fingers unclasped her bashir and tugged it away from her. She gasped when his hand kneeled her naked flesh. Bright, pumulupot ang mga daliri ni Kyla sa kanyang buhok at iginaya siya pababa sa mukha nito. Their lips and tongues were intertwined into an age-old. Naramdaman niya ang paggalaw rin ng isa pang mga kamay nito sa kanyang katawan. Pumaloob iyon sa suot niyang kamiseta. Hinagod nito ang kanyang balikat sa kanyang likod at gayon din ang kanyang dibdib. His muscles tensed and rippled under her fingers. Then both her hands were skimming his tight abdomen down inside his cotton pants. He groaned when she cupped his arousal. Marahas niyang iniiwas ang bibig sa bibig nito. Iminulat niya ang mga mata, tinitigan ang dalaga. Nakapikit ito. Namumula ang mga pisngi at nakaawang ang namumulang mga labi. Her fingers curled around his swollen length and he found himself thrusting repeatedly into her hand. Mabilis niyang inangat ang suot nitong t-shirt, nahubad sa katawan nito. Then, he was leaning down and taking one of her breasts into his mouth. She cried out and buckled her lips. His fingers found the hem of her shirts and he tugged it down. He rolled down her underwear along with her shorts. Pinilit niya ang sariling humiwalay ng kaunti rito para titigan lang ito. She was breathing heavily. Her lips were swollen and her skin was flushed and sweaty. She was beautiful. Bright. Pilit itong umupo para tulungan siyang mag-alis din ng mga damit. They kissed and they touched each other as they tried to rid him of his clothes. And when at last he fully is naked, he pushed her back into the bed. His hands worshipped every part of her, his lips following every inch of her flesh his fingers had just caressed. When his mouth found its way between her legs, she cried out and her fingers dug into his hair. The feel and taste of her in his tongue almost made him lose it. Bright, Bright. Paulit-ulit nitong tawag ang pangalan niya. He was relentless. He licked, bit, and tackled her until she was sobbing and quivering. He was dizzy and breathless when her quivering finally subsided. Pinilit niya ang sariling lumayo ng kaunti sa babae. Umiiyak pa rin si Kyla. Bright, inabot siya nito sa balikat hanggang sa nakaibabaw na muli siya rito. Please, please, hindi nito kailangang ulitin. He pushed her legs apart and positioned himself between them. He rubbed his engorged hafts between her creamy folds and he hissed at the feel of her. His fingers dug into her ass cheeks and he pulled her toward him. He rubbed their naked flesh together until they were both delirious with need. Bright, she moaned as he slid inside her. She was unbelievably tight and at the back of his mind, he knew he was expecting it. She was wild and impulsive, and he was sure most people thought she was no longer a virgin. Ganoon din ang tingin niya rito noong una. Pero nitong nakaraang linggong kasama niya ito, isang bagay ang napatunayan niya. May mga bagay na ginagawa si Kyla dahil natatakot itong baka hindi na muling darating ang pagkakataon na magawa pa nito iyon. She might be impulsive and reckless. But if she had slept with someone before, then she had deeper feelings for that person than desire. And he knew she would not let go of that person easily. But she'd never had a lover before. Maliwanag na iyon ngayon. She was the shameless flirt. But that was it. She had never given her body or heart to anyone before. The thought was enough to make him lightheaded, and now, as he felt her barrier give way to him, he could not help the pure male satisfaction from flooding his veins. He was her first. In fact, he would make sure that he was also be the last. Sisirain niya ang lahat at ang bawat lalaki na magtatangkang lumapit dito nang may intensyong higit pa sa pagkakaibigan. Bright, bumaon ang mga daliri nito sa balikat niya. Dinikit niya ang noo sa noo nito. Humugot siya ng malalim na hininga habang hinihintay itong masanay sa laki niya. I'm sorry, I promise it won't hurt again. Hirap-hirap niyang sinaad. Marahan niyang pinaliguan ng halik ang mukha ng dalaga sa kanilang pagniniig. His fingers danced across her breast, her tight stomach, her abdomen, then settled down between her legs where they were intimately joined. He rolled her nab using his fingers, pressing and pinching until she was gasping and breathing beneath him. He bit back groan when her internal walls quivered around him, her hips racing to meet his, allowing him to slide deeper into her tight wetness. Bright, please. Doon na siya hindi nakapagpigil. He gripped her hips, tightened his ass, and in one swift thrust, he plunged himself to the hilt inside her. She gasped and stiffened, but only for a couple of seconds. Her hips started grinding against him as she moaned and breathed his name. That was more than he could take. He threw his head back as his fingers dug into her flesh, his hips pumping into her with a passion that was almost violent. The red creak, their moans, grunts, and the sound of wet flesh slapping against each other filled the room. Iminulat niya ang mga mata at pinanood si Kyla. She was the most beautiful thing he had ever seen. She was much more breathtaking than the stars or the meteor shower she forced him to watch 2 days ago. Her head was thrown back and her glorious hair was spread like rich brown silk across the pillows. Her skin was flash, her mouth was parted, and her full, perfect breasts were swaying in time with his thrust. He covered one heavy breast with his palm as he leaned down and captured one rosy tip into his mouth. And it did not take long for her to convulse around him. He grunted and continued pumping into her even as her walls squeezed and milked the life out of him. And when she came again, he pulled out. Bright, napasinghap ito nang itunulak niya ito para humiga ng nadapa. Niyakap niya ito sa baywang at itinaas ang balakang para salubungin siya. She cried out and clawed at the sheets when he entered her from behind. His hand found her breast and kneaded the soft firm flesh as he surged repeatedly into her. She quivered and gasped when he hit a particular sensitive spot. She was grinding against him in no time, her legs spreading wider to allow him to go even deeper. Her tight, molten walls clamped around him in a vice-like grip, squeezing him and sacking him. Halos maputol ang kanyang hininga. He felt like he was melting inside her. She was so hot and tight and wet. And when she cried out and quivered around him again, he allowed himself to finally let go. He yelled her name as he released himself inside her scalding heat. Pinagmasdan ni Bright ang pagsayaw ng unang sinag ng araw sa mukha ni Kyla. Nakapikit ito at pantay ang pagbaba at pagtaas ng dibdib. Marahan niyang pinaglakbay ang dulo ng kanyang mga daliri sa kilay, talukap ng mga mata, pisngi at labi nito. Napangiti siya ng kumunot ang noo at ilong nito na tila ba nairita sa pagdaitin ng mga daliri niya sa mukha nito. Umaling ito sa kanyang dibdib at isinigsik ang sarili sa kanyang katawan. Lumapad ang kanyang ngiti at hinila niya ito lalo palapit. Inilapat niya ang mga labi sa noo ng dalaga. Umaga na at kanina pa siya gising. Ang totoo, halos hindi siya nakatulog kagabi. Natagpuan niya ang sariling pinapanood lang ang pagtulog ni Kyla. She was a heavy sleeper and she even snored a little. Minsan ay nagsalita rin ito. Hindi niya napigilan ng pagtawa kagabi nang minsan itong nagmaktol tungkol sa favorite chocolate cake nito habang natutulog. She was simply adorable. Bumuntong hininga siya habang hinahaplos ang braso nito. Isinuot niya rito ang kanyang t-shirt dahil ayaw niya itong malamigan. It looked better on her. Nanatili siyang nakangiti habang ipinipikit ang kanyang mga mata. He never thought she was the kiss and cuddle type. But Kyla was so warm and so soft and so darn comfortable. He felt like he could just lie there with her arms forever. Tumunog ang pamilyar na ringtone ng cellphone niya mula sa kung saan. Gusto niyang umungol at magtalokbong ng kasama si Kyla at huwag nang pansinin pa iyon. It was barely 5:30 in the morning. Sigurado siyang trabaho yon at ito ang unang beses na ayaw niya nang harapin iyon. He just wanted to savor the simple feeling of being warm and comfortable with Kyla. Pero hindi tumigil ang pagtunog ng phone at alam niyang dalawa lang ang pagpipilian niya. Kung ayaw niyang magising sa ingay niyon, ang katabi, dapat niyang i-off o di kaya isagutin. Maingat niyang iniabot ang cotton pants mula sa gilid ng kama habang yakap pa rin ang dalaga. Dinukot niya sa bulsa niyon ang cellphone at akmang papatayin na iyon nang mahigilap ang pangalan sa screen. Chairman ang nakalagay roon, ang lolo niya. Isang malamig at mabigat na pakiramdam ang gumapang sa kanyang sikmura na makita iyon. Parang pumutok ang bula kung saan siya lumulutang habang kasama si Kyla. Pinaalala sa kanya ng tawag na iyon ang katotohanan kung bakit siya naririto. Nagpatuloy ang pagtunog ng phone at mariin siyang pumikit. Alam niyang hindi niya ito maaaring takbuhan. Pinuwersa niya ang sariling umalis sa pagkakayakap sa dalaga. Pero hindi niya napigilan ang sariling hagkan ito sa noo bago mabilis na isinuot ang pantalon at lumabas ng silid. Tinanggap niya ang tawag na nasa kusina na siya. Lo, how is everything? Nalaman mo na ba kung ang lola Nora niya ang Nora na hinahanap ko sa'yo? Walang ligoy na bungad ng lolo. Ni walang hi o hello. Kumusta ka na? Kahit pakitang tao lang. Pero sanay na siya roon. Wala nang kaso sa kanya yon. Noon pa man ay ganito na ang lolo niya. Kung hindi pa sa utos nitong hanapin niya si Nora para ibigay rito ang mga lumang liham nito, iisipin niyang walang pakiramdam ang matanda. That had never bothered him before. Pero ngayon, sa unang pagkakataon, magmula nang ampunin siya nito, hindi niya maiwasang makaramdam ng bigat at pagkabalisa. He was a lot like his grandfather, calculative, risk-averse and realistic to the brink of being emotionless. Hindi niya maiwasang isipin, magiging kagaya rin ba siya nito sa kanyang pagtanda? Bright, are you still there? Pumikit siya at tumiim labi. Yes, I'm still here, Lolo. And no, hindi pa namin sigurado kung ang lola Nora niya ang Nora na hinahanap niyo. Sinusubukan naming makakuha ng impormasyon sa auntie niya tungkol sa lola niya, pero wala pang malinaw kung siya nga ang hinahanap natin o hindi. Sasabihin ko agad sa inyo. Good. Try to get it done before the weekends. Don't waste too much time there. Kung hindi siya ang apo ng hinahanap natin, walang dahilan para manatili ka dyan. You have to look for Nora and her real family. That's the only way I will give you the presidency and my fortune. I am counting on you, Bright. Tumiimbagang siya at nahilot ang sentido. Nitong nakaraang mga araw ay halos nakalimutan niya na ang mga yon. At ngayong ipinaalala sa kanya yun ng abuelo, para iyong laso na gumapang sa kanyang sistema. Pinapatay ang lahat ng buhay at mainit na pakiramdam sa kanyang pagkatao. You don't have to remind me. I know why I'm here. I know. Nagtaas siya ng tingin at natigilan nang makita ang tiyan ni Kyla sa pintuan ng kusina. Blanko ang mga mata nito habang nakatitig sa kanya. Binalingan niya agad ng kausap sa telepono. Lolo, tatawagan na lang kita mamaya. Bakit? Ano nangyari? I'll call you back. Tinapos na niya ang tawag at binalingan ang Lola Del. Wala pa ring ekspresyon ng mukha ng matanda. Mukhang mabuti na ang pakiramdam nito at hindi na ito masyadong namumutla. I hope you're feeling better, ma'am, he said. Pero hindi ito nagkomento. Sa halip, nagtanong ito tungkol sa naabutang usapan sa telepono. Ano gusto mong malaman tungkol sa nanay ko at sa lola ni Kyla? May kung ano sa mga malamig nitong tinig na hindi niya nagustuhan. It was judgmental, proclaiming him guilt even before he could prove that he was not. Pero sa kabila niyon ay hinarap niya ang tanong nito. May hinahanap akong tao. Nora Estrella. Yun ang pangalan niya. Nang umupa ako ng detectives, ang nanay mo na si Nora Estrella ang nahanap nila. She lived in Quezon when she was a teenager, correct? Nanilbihan siyang kasambahay sa pamilya ng mga aray niya. Doon, nung naroon si Gustavo Laurel, ang lolo ko. Isang mapanuyang ngiti ang gumapang sa mga labi ng matandang babae at hindi niya napigilan ng manigas ng bahagya. Alam na ba ni Kayla ito? Na ito ang dahilan ng pagpunta mo? Yes, sinabi ko sa kanya simula pa lang. Pero hindi lang yun ang dahilan kung bakit siya nandito. She's really concerned about you.